Her name says it all. Entrepreneur, chef, and restaurateur Happy Ongpauco-Tiu makes people happy through sumptuous dining and delectable food. At the age of 24, Happy made a name for herself and is now the great mind behind the Happy Concept Group. With 14 restaurants and a private catering service to her name, Happy has been at the top of the food and beverage business for 20 years, happily serving diners all over the country. Happy Ongpauco-Tiu, welcome to Leading Women.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations
Thank
on
you.
your growing food empire. Did you expect this to happen?
Actually, no. But of course, it's always been a dream to expand my business, but I didn't really expect it to grow this much.
You mentioned it was your dream to expand the business.
But expand in my own pace, at my own pace.
You started the restaurant business at 24.
24. It's actually my 20th year anniversary
Wow! Oh,
this year.
congratulations!
Thank you.
Happy
I'm
anniversary!
thrilled to be here
Oh,
to
wow.
actually share it with everyone.
It's an honor for us to celebrate with
Thank
you.
you.
You
Thank
mentioned
you.
happy space. So 20 years.
20
What has
years.
been the pace that you have maintained all these years?
As long as I'm happy with what I'm doing, then that's it. I don't want to get pressured. I don't want to get stressed with work because I feel that once you do and once you lose that passion in it, then it's no longer a dream.
You started the restaurant business 20 years ago, like we've
20
mentioned.
years ago.
And it has grown into other restaurants as well. But now, more than ever, private dining by Happy
Yes.
is becoming more and more popular. Please tell us about it.
I grew up in this world, so I practically breathe food. My family owns a chain of restaurants. They were actually the first, I guess, in the Philippines to really grow a chain. My parents were really expecting me to work for them, but right after college, I went to the States to take up culinary. And then when I got back, I just really wanted to work for myself. I didn't want to have a boss. My dad was very strict. So I was like, okay, I'm not working for him. So behind his back, I actually maxed out my credit card and opened a hole-in-a-wall 20-seater restaurant called World Top. I was able to expand by saving. So all my earnings, save. And then from there, I was able to come up with different concepts.
Your restaurants are in Metro Manila. Do you still have the one in Boracay?
So I have 3 in Boracay, I have 3 in Baguio, I have 2 in Tagaytay,
Wow.
and then 4 in Manila.
Happy is divided into so many parts.
Yes. And then, growing up, my mom would entertain a lot at home. I really enjoyed it as well. She actually gave me my first collection of plate, my first set. And since that day, for some reason, whenever I traveled, I would just collect and bring home plates. I had so much plates, and whenever I traveled, I had so much gastos. So I realized this has to stop unless I make it a business. So I don't feel guilty buying plates. So eventually, because my friends also were prodding me to cater for them, to cook for them, let's try it by, doing it slowly, cater for small groups who want to have private dining in their own home. So they choose from my collection of plates, my collection of silverware, and then from there, making it their party as if it were my party. I mean, that's how I do it. It's like every event that I cater for, I feel as if it's my own personal party. So I put all my passion and enjoyment into doing their tablescapes, into cooking their food. Word of mouth, it grew. I never really had it advertised. So it was really in one party, maybe 2 or 3 people will call me after and hire us. From then, it just started growing, and here I am.
Behind Happy Concept Group's elaborate and carefully crafted dining experience is a wide array of plates and dinnerware which Happy accumulated from her travels over the years. Happy takes me inside her happy place as she gives me a tour of her treasured collection.
Oh, this is your plate room.
Yeah, so I have this thing for plates. This is one of my favorites. It's actually Ben Cab's and Amorsolo's art. So I use this for my Filipino tablescapes.
So you have your Filipino plate.
Yeah, this
Amor
one,
solo and bengka.
I use it mostly for Spanish or during the Christmas season. So it really depends. There's no right or wrong.
But it makes sense because you love food, you love feeding people.
Yes,
So
yeah.
it makes sense that you collect plates.
I mean, other people collect bags, shoes, and etc. Me, it's really more plates.
What is it about buying a plate and taking it home, opening the box, and then using
Unboxing.
the unboxing? Yeah. What is it about that activity that excites you?
It's seeing it on the dining table. So it's like my imagination that, okay, once I buy something, and then I imagine how it's gonna turn out when I do my tablescapes with it, and that's what excites me. It's the idea of arranging it on the table. This was my first collection. This started it all. So these are Bernardos from Paris.
Wow, there's more to discover, and this is not even half of
No,
it,
not
right?
half of
The
it.
rest is in your bodega.
Yeah. So here's my other room. So this is where I house all my accessories,
Oh
my
my
silverware,
gosh.
my vases, my
Wow.
candle holder.
It's like a store.
So again, I made it this way because I want to see what I have.
We were talking about what makes you happy. This one sparks joy.
This also shows how much my husband loves me because of all the overweight. I mean, he has to carry most of these going home whenever we travel. So yeah.
Where are these
From
from?
different places. The silverwares are from Paris or from friends who had it and let go of it. Those silverwares are from Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia. It really depends. So I have my silverware menu, my plate menu, and then soon my dining room menus.
Oh,
Which, yeah, I'm excited to share with everyone.
Coming up, Happy leads me inside the dining room for a private banquet. Next on Leading Women. Happy Ongpauco-Tiu's innate ability to bring joy to people further manifested when she ventured into a bespoke dining business, offering intimate and personalized feasts with thematic tablescapes.
for you, Happy, describing the restaurant scene and private dining, which do you enjoy more?
My bread and butter are my restaurants. The private dining business is my passion. In the restaurant, it's very structured. So you think of a concept, you train your staff, you create the concept, and then that's it. The day repeats itself. Unlike in private dining, every new client is a new experience. It's a new thing that they want, that they demand of. It's more exciting in that aspect. So it's always something new to look forward to.
I've seen photos of your tablescape, and it's really so intricate, so fabulous,
Thank
so
you.
much fun. How do you conceptualize each and every dinner, making the tablescape
That
different
way.
from the last?
I'm inspired by my travels. So normally whenever I travel abroad, I make it a point to save a few days just to study the cuisine. So I take cooking lessons. Aside from that, I try to learn the culture. Culture meaning how they eat the food. And then I shop. I shop and buy their serving wares, their plateware, so that when I come back to the Philippines, I bring a whole experience. I mean, not only the food, but the entire culture as well by doing a tablescape based on the culture of the cuisine that I'm doing. So for our private dining, we have Spanish, Vietnamese, Italian, Moroccan, Indian. So we have all that.
I also saw on your social media account you were teaching your staff the Moroccan way to open the, how do you call that?
The tagine.
The tagine.
Yes,
Yeah, you were
yes,
teaching them that it's this way,
Yes,
and you were
because it gives a whole new dining experience when you bring in the culture as well. So it's not only the food, it's everything together.
Happy we're in front of this beautiful tablescape. I'm overwhelmed. I can't even imagine how one could come up with something like this unless it's you. How do you do this? How do you come up with a concept?
I don't know, it just pops.
Really?
Yeah, it does. Like, we're having Filipino brunch, so I wanted to do something Filipino-inspired with the tablescape, and that's why I used a lot of bahay kubo vegetables. I used this bangka that I bought in Palawan, and then the plates are more on the greens. So it really depends on the theme theme of the cuisine that the tablescape follows. So what I do is, let's say you're a client and then you tell me, okay, Happy, we choose Spanish. I have a menu of plates, I have a menu of table accessories, and then you collate it with me. We help each other because I want it to be that bespoke. I want my client to really enjoy also the whole process of organizing their parties. And then I put it all together enough for them. My style in all my tablescapes, I really want to make it look full. That's why this business for me is really more passion, because I don't really earn from it. Diba? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I just really want my clients happy. I get excited when I see their facial expressions when they see the table. I see them happy and I see them approving it. So yeah, it's a different high on my part.
I'd like to be inspired by you. Can I help you with anything?
Yes. This table is pretty much complete, but I want to add more veggies around.
Okay, let me help you by holding this up.
So I actually love this concept because at the end of the party, your guests can bring home the veggies.
Oh, they have to bring their own little bayong.
Yeah, they, you know, we do that.
Really?
We
You
have like
can?
small bayongs that we give out, and they can bring home the veggies.
Nice.
So it's a fun concept. And I like the texture of mixing flowers and vegetables or fruits combined. It's very unique. Actually, when I do my private dining, I want to capture all senses. So from the smell, what you see, what you taste, all together. So it has to be a whole experience.
Happy combines different pieces to create a unique experience for every diner. She takes pride in her work and greatly values the efforts of her team. Now, Happy gives back and strives to change lives through her Pangkabuhayan project.
How are you as a boss?
As a boss,
Maybe you should ask your staff.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Right.
But, you know, I'm proud to say that my employees, maybe 50% of them have been with me for more than 10 years. So even my head chef, when I opened my first World Tops, until now he's with me. So I guess I may be a very strict boss, but I make it a point to show them gratitude. To me, that's the most important thing, because really I am very grateful to all of them.
I understand that in the 20 years, you now are giving back to the people who have been with you all these years.
Actually, I never really shared this with anybody. Not a lot of people know that I do this except for my family, but since 8 years ago, I started the Pangkabuhayan project for my employees. So what I do monthly, we choose 2 employees and I teach them livelihood. I actually fund them. I have a list of businesses. So from opening a sari-sari store to a mamihan, to a small fishery, like bangusan in your backyard, or a piggery. So it's all written down with a study. I'm sharing this because I want to inspire others and teach them that even with a small amount, you can help people with their livelihood. So for example, one of my girls chooses sari-sari store. So I give her a list of items to buy, and then I teach her how to roll the money later on. So it depends on the business that they choose. And it's amazing because I see them prosper. So I go back after 6 months, check on them, and like I have this girl who had 1 mommy cart, now she has 4. I just want to let people know that for such a small amount, you can actually change lives. If someone asks for help, it's easy to help. But to teach them livelihood is a whole different story, because this is something that they can carry on through generations. My plan in the future is to open this up and maybe teach other people outside my company and how to grow small businesses as these, and hopefully get to help others as well.
Coming up, Happy shares more about her projects. Next on Leading Women. For 20 years, restaurateur, chef, and entrepreneur Happy Ongpauco-Tiu has been leading the food and beverage industry in the Philippines. Happy admits that starting a business is indeed challenging, but she's grateful for her family's support and positive influence.
How about the support of your parents now? Nothing behind their back
Yes.
anymore
No,
because
nothing,
after 20
definitely
years.
not, yes. Well, they're very proud. I mean, they're very, very proud. My dad is very proud. He's like my idol when it comes to being in this industry, and I'm happy that I can say that he's happy for me in what I do.
How about your mom? Does she still
mom?
give you more plates?
Well, not anymore. She's like, you have enough, stop. But you know, I mean, my mom is also very proud as well. I mean, she's like my #1 fan. When I post photos, she's like the first one to like it and say nice things about it. So yeah, so my parents are very supportive. When I decided to go on my own, my dad said, okay, it's your choice. I mean, he was there, he supported me emotionally. I guess I had the courage because I knew that if it didn't work out, I have my family to, you know, go back to. But thank God. Praise the Lord that, you know, everything just came into place.
We talk about support. Your immediate family support, your husband and your kids support.
yeah.
What is it like
Well,
to have them supporting all your dreams and your businesses?
You know, my husband is very supportive. But the only thing is, of course, family has to be my priority. So I have to be home when the kids are home. When they wake up at 6 a.m., I have to be awake. I have to dress them up. I try to bring them to school every day. But if I can't, I'm just there making sure that everything is in order. I make it a point that to make them really feel that one call and I'm there for them, because it's what family is all about. My business is my passion, but my family is still the #1 priority in my life.
With her family's unwavering support and her loyal clients' trust, Happy looks forward to what's in store for her.
your dreams and goals in these 20 years, one would think that you have reached those goals and that you've achieved those dreams. Meron pa ba?
Marami pa. But I'm in no rush. I know I have to work hard to be able to accomplish these dreams, but I am in no rush into accomplishing them. Because again, I just want to take my time. I want to give importance to the more important things in life.
Those are very refreshing thoughts because one would like to rush into becoming very successful right away, into peeking, as you've mentioned earlier, into one's backyard and checking out the competition.
That's not my character. I've been in the industry for 20 years, but I only have 14 restaurants. If I were the type who would want to get into franchising, because I could, you know, plan to franchise a concept. I could get partners to help me grow my business. But I opted to be on my own only because I don't want to report to anyone. I don't want to go through that pressure of having a boss. So at least with me, I just have to explain to myself and deal with it on my own.
What values or what advice would you give budding restaurateurs who would like to stay in the business for 20, 30, 40, 50 years?
I must say the food industry is not really one to make you a millionaire in a snap. You know, not at all. You really have to enjoy. You have to like what you're doing. You have to be passionate about it to be able to stay in it. I mean, I guess with me, that's the reason why I'm here. I mean, not all my businesses were successful. I had those that closed and those that, you know, really went well. But I'm here because I'm just happy.
It's a good, happy, and grateful place that you are at and continue to be at.
Thank you.
Happy, how would you describe a leading woman?
For me, when you say leading woman, it doesn't mean you're a successful entrepreneur. It doesn't mean you're rich or, you know, you have a big business out there. For me, you can be a mom, you can be a student, you can be a wife. As long as you have dreams and work hard into accomplishing these dreams, you are a leading woman.
Thank you very much, Happy.
Thank you also.
Thank you.
Happy Ongpauco-Tiu continues to reinvent herself. Her growing number of restaurants, well-curated tablescapes, delicious recipes, and healthy frozen meal products all signify Happy's continuing success. Looking forward to brighter years in the business, Happy is ready to influence more lives as she sparks joy through food.